What is good, everyone? It is your boy, the Crooked Commish, here at the Chicago Clubhouse Network, and this is the Clubhouse pregame report here, off-season edition, of course. Last few days ago or a few weeks ago, Coach Chef and I did a Bears mock draft here. We didn't do any trades that day. We kind of kept it straight there, rejected all trades, and just stood pat with everything and drafted, as the Bears picks came along here. But this time, like I said, we're going to change it up. If trade offers get presented to us by the computer, we will entertain those offers. And if we like them enough, we'll do what Ryan Poles may or may not do and trade back. So depending on how it goes, like I said, we would love to hear your opinions in the chat. Please let us know what we should, what we shouldn't do. But in addition to Coach Chef and I doing that, we're going to have a little help this time as well. Our boy Sean Sierra with Sean Sierra Sports Zone Chicago is back in the clubhouse to help us out to here and make these Bears picks. So like before, we're going to take turns making these picks and but overall kind of come together and kind of talk about what we should and shouldn't do. Last time I was Ryan Poles and Coach Chef was my assistant Ian Cunningham version and stuff. We're pretending he didn't leave to Atlanta. But this time we're going to have two Ian Cunninghams here in the building here to help us out here with make these picks. So with that all out of the way, let's go ahead and bring the team in here, get the draft board in here, and see what kind of picks the Bears may make here. So first up, my co-host, the guy who always is cooking up some good takes, whether it be Bears related, White Sox related, Cubs related, maybe not so much Cubs related, but either way, he's always cooking up something. And most of the time it's pretty good. So our boy, Coach Chef, welcome to the show.
Yo, what it do? What's going on? It is early, 10 a.m. Phoenix time. It's going into the year 2, and it still gets me. Still gets me.
You'll get there. Yeah,
Gets
me. I know.
It won't be. It's not officially 2 years though. It'll officially be 2 years, June 13th.
All right. Well,
June 13th will be 2 years here.
Our boy's still holding up the fort over there in Chicago there, and our boy Sean Sierra. Let's go ahead and get him in here. He is with Sports Zone Chicago. You can find him every Tuesday or every morning, pretty much throughout the week, around 9 Central. You're talking Chicago sports, is that right, Sean?
9 a.m. to 11, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 Central Time. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you for coming back to the clubhouse. I always like to tune into your show. You always got some good takes on there. It's always a good time to kind of go back and forth with you and kind of talk Bears, Bulls, Sox, anything Chicago pretty much. Am I right?
Even Scrubs, yeah.
Even Scrubs. Yeah, even those guys too. So what do you call during last time Coach Chef were on here, we were doing a mock draft of the Bears picks here. Let me go ahead and get the draft board in here as well. And there's been a lot of talk real quick before we get into it as far as what the Bears should or shouldn't do at number 25. But I want to ask you something and ask you the question a little bit different way. What would you not like the Bears to do? What do you not want to see them do? What would be the very, very last thing or worst case scenario if the Bears did that at 25, whether it be trade up, pick a certain player, maybe trade down? Like I said, what is the worst case scenario at 25?
That's a good question. The worst case scenario, huh? Grab a position / player that they could get later. Like okay. I don't
like running back or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think they're gonna be crazy enough to go running back. But
that was, oh my God, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Worst case scenario. Right?
I still don't think that they should. I don't think they should get an offensive tackle with the first round. It's not a great draft for offensive left tackles. You got stopgaps in Braxton Jones and Theo. And let's be clear. Braxton Jones was hurt. Okay.
And Christian Warts.
Not
Christian
going into he was rehabbing going into the season last year. He wasn't training. And if you've ever played a sport, you know that's a completely different way of working out when you rehab and when you train. And so I think Braxton Jones is going to have a much better year. Listen, I'm not putting a gold jacket on the dude by any stretch. I'm just saying he's more than serviceable for us at left tackle. Theo, same thing. So I think we got a stopgap there. So don't get a left tackle, don't get a running back, don't get a wide receiver. Stick with what we need. Get a D-line, edge, get a D tackle, 3-tech, edge. Okay. And if there's a great safety, and I don't know if there really are great safeties in this draft. Other than that, I mean, I'm sticking to the D-line. If it's just me, I'm sticking to D-line. Anything other than D-line in that first pick, I think would be a big disappointment to me, and then that would be a worst-case scenario.
All right. Fair enough. Well, let's go ahead and get into it here. Go ahead, Coach Chef.
I like it.
I agree. 100.
Oh, you do fast too. I like it.
I agree 100%. I've seen it. I've seen us as Bear fans. Other than that, I know I've been in the not the fan house, but I've just always thought I just think our left tackle is not as bad as people say it is. I know people are like, oh, well, he gets beat. I'm like, bro, he's still at best a healthy Braxton is still between 15 to 20 on the tackle scale when he's healthy.
He's an above average tackle.
He's never going to be a world beater, but he's an extremely serviceable left tackle, and that's okay when you have a mobile quarterback. He's good in the run. I think he's better in the pass, and then we just got Warts from Cleveland. So, I mean, there's a battle to be had. I mean, if they get one in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, cool for the battle. But, like, you've got two guys who have a combined 80-plus starts at the left tackle position. Let those guys compete. May the best man win. Let's go D-line, preferably end or tackle. Safety, depending on who falls to you. Maybe you trade back a couple spots. I think this team – the problem we had was stopping the run and getting to the passer outside of Sweat. So let's do that. Let's go for these tackles. I've done a little more research on some of these tackles. So I have more confidence in my knowledge with them. Same thing with the defensive ends, especially guys who quote unquote fit the protocol of DA, what he likes as far as his structure and his DNs. He likes bigger, stouter DNs. Likes quicker tackles. Although he's not doing more research, he has taken or been a part of teams that have taken those 320, 330 type D tackles. But yeah, let's go there. I think the tackle group is deeper later in the draft, but yeah, DN at the first 2-3 rounds is definitely a strong position. We definitely need to adhere to.
For sure. Well, let's. I already started it out, and since Sean is our guest, we'll go ahead.
Am I lagging?
You are lagging a little bit, but that's okay. We will power through it. But like I said, I already started it up, and we had some players go off the board, and the Bears are now up at 25. So Sean, like I said, since you're the guest, let's go ahead and take a look at what's being presented to us. We have a trade offer. We have 2 offers made to us. See if we like either one of them. If we do, we'll trade back. If not, we'll stay at 25 and pick a player. So right now, first offer is from Cleveland. We would be trading pick number 25. We would be getting pick number 39. So we're not going to go too far back. Pick number 70 and a 2027 5th-round pick, which would be Houston's pick originally. So that's the first offer. And then let me just read off. The second offer would be the Saints, pick number 42, pick number 73, and then a 2nd-round pick in next year's draft. So go ahead and give me your thoughts.
Okay, can you go back to the first one from Cleveland, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's 15. That's 14 slots. I don't know. I don't know if I want to drop more back more than 10 slots.
Okay.
And I know there's a lot of good value in the second round, but I still would like a first round pick. Although I'll tell you this, it might behoove the Bears to get a slew of second round picks because one, the contracts are a lot cheaper if we're keeping it a buck.
Okay.
Let's not forget you got to sign Caleb in a couple of years. So you got a whole bunch of second rounders who probably have a lot of these guys have first round talents. But there's one guy I really, really like, Caden McDonald, man. I really, really like him. The one thing you can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. There's not a lot of
Really
screws up the whole defense.
really.
I'm not a big fan of.
You had problems with stopping the run.
Yeah.
Who's the DNs taken already? Before we got to the 25th pick, from like 19 down, what DNs are still left? Because I'm Akeem Messador, man. If he falls, man, the more I watch and hear about him.
Yeah, so you can check in. Just go to defense.
Right here.
Go up to defense. Yeah, there you go. And hit edge. Just hit edge.
Oh, he's still there? Oh. Yeah, okay.
He's the best edge available there.
Yeah, he's
Go ahead.
So now we're in a conundrum because
him Young, him and Zion Young are really good.
I think I would wait for the reason being I want to stop that run. And I'm not I didn't us
can you get if you drop I don't think you can get him a 39. Yeah, I don't know. 39. Ooh.
I don't think Akeem Messador is going to help us stop that run. He's going to. Okay. I mean, yeah.
So I've been hearing lately that
you know what? No, I'm going to take Caden McDonald because I'll take Messador, Young,
or TJ
with our second pick. Where one of those three guys should still be there. That's what I would do.
So Caden McDonald.
Yeah.
All right. And Coach Chef, I'll let you make the next pick here.
Just an option. Can you trade? Oh, I was going to say, can you trade down 3 or 4 picks before?
You can't go to other teams to negotiate. I mean, teams will make an offer. Like right now here at pick 57, we have an offer. You can make the decision here. The Rams want 57. They'll give us 61. So you're only trading a few slots back, and then we'll get an extra 5th next year. So it does nothing really for us this year. That's the only offer we have there at 57.
Wait, now Coach Shep to hop back in?
Did he hop out? I guess he did. All right. I guess
check
all
edge.
Right. That's fine.
Check the edge.
Yes, let's do that then. So at edge, Sean, what we have left is
they all went,
Thomas.
Those bastards. all 3 of those guys went.
Yeah. Derek Moore from Michigan, but that's maybe a later guy that you could. I don't know if that's someone that's someone right now. Let's take a look at safety real quick.
Yeah.
Ramsey and Kilgore are the next best ones there.
Yeah, Ramsey, Kilgore, and Clark are the ones I've looked at. And there's one more. Check. There's a kid at LSU. Is he gone?
Check corner.
Okay.
Because there are a couple corners who play slot who are safety options. The kid from Miami.
Yes.
The kid from Miami. It's been a lot of speculation since he's he's one of those quote unquote power slots, those versatile guys that might play some slot and also can give you some versatility playing the other safety because he can tackle and he can cover. That you can either line him up or you can play. The big thing I've been hearing a lot from the professionals who do this for cash for a check is, you can play a lot with him and Kyler going back and forth between playing some safety and playing some slot. He gives you an option because he's not a true outside corner.
Yeah,
So
kid from
he's
Miami is
been
a great pick, dude. That's a great pick right here. Phenomenal pick.
So, Chef, it's up to you what we want to do here at 57. Like I said, we did have a trade offer to go back to 61 and get an extra pick for next year.
who are the
I'm not sure if
who are the ends that were left?
the ends that were left were Mason Thomas and then Joshua Josephs. So
All the ends go?
Yeah, they took them all.
Good God.
Yeah. Derek
Did
Moore,
they,
if
did
you
they
like
take
him
the
from
kid from
Michigan, but that's a
Illinois?
later pick.
Never.
Yeah,
Oh, gee, they all went. That's why I was trying to see if we could trade back in the first and pick up a second, but because I like the kid from Illinois as well. He's a good end. Yeah, if that's the case, I would just go with the corner from Miami. I think he's versatile enough to play. What DA wants to do, he wants both his safeties to be interchangeable, whether you're coming down to the box or you're going to play that, the traditional, deep free guy, him and Kobe Bryant. So I think he has coverage ability is really good. I
He
definitely
does.
believe that he can cover and he can come down into the box. Um, uh, or what's the term? Positionless football is what I keep hearing when it comes to DBs, which I
Position.
understand. But you want to make sure that guys can make that transition to being, playing back is different from playing, in that two-way go of a corner. But it allows you to be able to see the football field as a safety. So it should be a seamless transition, especially with the coaching we have. So I would go to the young man from Miami.
All right, let's go ahead and do it there.
All the
And
ends go between that and 56. Good
we're
God.
back at it at number 60 now. Now we have another trade offer, one offer here from the Broncos. We would have to trade pick 60, 239 would get only 2 spots back, trade number 62, and then we would get a
Two
fourth
spots.
rounder next year. So again, it doesn't really do anything for us right here and now in this year's draft, which that's what I was mostly hoping for if we were to trade back to kind of get more picks for this year. But it's not really.
Yeah, if we're not getting more picks this year, bump that.
Yeah.
Bump that.
So we
Yeah.
got a D tackle and we got a cornerback with our first 2 picks. Still maybe need an edge guy.
Ooh, Lee Hunter's still there? Yo.
Yeah, but
If Lee Hunter's still there,
you like him better than Banks?
I mean, you would.
Banks got some foot problems, and that's not a 300-pound guy.
Because of the health. It's the health. Yeah, consistently with the foot fractures. We unfortunately Poles has a bad history of drafting guys who are injured, so that'll be a whole thing. He can't seem to stay healthy. That Banks kid is really good. Go back to the ends again. There's no way I mean, you can always find a guy theoretically, but it's got to be a name.
Mason.
All of them went.
The kid out of Penn State, that Dennis Sutton guy, and then the Moore guy out of Michigan, or
Michigan. But that's someone you could probably get at pick number 89. Really.
Melo Height. That's not even a good Texas Tech end. He's gone already too.
Yeah.
What's the next pick? What's our next pick after 60? What the
89? Or I'm sorry. Number pick is 89 after 60. So almost 30 picks until we pick again. So what
can you offer a trade?
No, it doesn't let us offer.
Well, it says proposed trade.
No, a proposed trade. Yeah, here we go. So
okay.
What were you?
So wait, let's go look at the lineup for the next 15 picks. So if you can move back 15 slots and pick up a pick, so you would move back maybe 12 to 15 slots and get a higher pick in the third. At the end of the third. So
what?
We could get to 60, 66, 67. So what's that, Tennessee?
Okay.
Offer them our pick and maybe pick up a pick in the. Oh, they only pick. No, never mind. They only pick 66 and 101.
The Cardinals are right before them. If you want to see.
What do the Cardinals have? What picks do they have? Preferably a team that has to pick in the 70s. Oh no, that would be 2 picks within 20 picks though, so that might not be optimal.
Check Cleveland.
Let's go to tackle.
We picked a tackle with our first pick. So, if it's
defensive tackle, you're talking
linebacker.
Oh, I'm sorry. Linebacker. Jake Galladay, Cincinnati linebacker.
I meant to say linebacker. That kid. He's an old people would consider him more of like an old school, 2-down linebacker. But the kid can tackle. The kid is physical. I don't know if he's the speed that the Bears have been talking about. Like they want more speed at those positions. But he's an outstanding tackler. There's a kid from Texas. I feel like the kid from Texas Tech is gone too. Those are too bad. Pittsburgh. Kyle Lewis is nice.
Yeah, but we just re-signed.
Nice.
Who's our guy?
They don't have him rated. They have him rated
Jack
122. Hammer. Jeez.
We just re-signed the Jackhammer, so we don't need any more slow linebackers.
Lewis has been talked about maybe going to safety.
The Jackhammer. Fans got that.
What do we think of safety with Ramsey here? I know, like in the past, when we've done these mock drafts and we've neglected safety, and these first, like we really end up having to get a starting safety, a guy that we're thinking is going to be starting safety, like Bud Clark and stuff like that, which is okay, but
technically, taking the kid from Miami
is.
I would say taking the kid from Miami is our safety. So it says he's a corner, but many times in the draft you would say the DB. I would say he would be the safety. Although he's listed at corner via this system, in the draft it'll be like DB from Miami. They won't say corner because I would think that he would be projected to play safety for the Bears.
Yeah, he's been projected. That's exactly what it is. His outlook is moving him to safety.
So the guys want to stick with offense.
A small safety at 5'11", or say a short safety.
I would say the kid from Miami would be our safety.
Say again? You broke up there.
5'11", 6'1". Can you come downhill? Can you cover? Do you have the speed to recover? Am I still behind?
Okay.
Good Lord. I'm looking up like the Wi-Fi is in the air. How about offense?
Right. Well, offense?
Yeah.
Do we want to go receiver?
Don't be surprised if Ben Johnson says, give me another. Thank you, sir. Give me another offensive weapon. Is Lance gone? Bryce Lance, is he gone?
Who? I'm sorry, it's breaking up.
Bryce Lance out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance's brother.
He came out this year?
Yeah. Wide receiver. He's that.
Oh, I know you're talking about Lance. Right. Where is he at?
Wide receiver. Lance.
No, that's the dude. He's, remember what Green Bay did to us last year?
Receiver.
What Green Bay did to us last year, they put Christian Watson in the slot against CJ Garner-Johnson.
Receiver.
And they just ran a crossing route, so DJ Garner-Johnson had to trail him. Well, that's what this kind of guy, and he's the kind of guy like I talked about it yesterday on my show or Friday. You might have some teams are fortunate to have two decent corners, one good one, another decent. Not a lot of that's some teams. Not a lot of teams have three legit corners, and you move him around. That's a dude who you can exploit a nickelback with, and because their nickelbacks aren't going to have that 4.3, 4.4 speed, most likely. I'm looking at Lance a little bit. He's a guy that could be a really big weapon.
Sean, let me ask you, how do you feel about the Zachariah from Georgia? What do you feel about the receiver from Georgia? Scroll down just a little bit, Crooked, on your receiver list. The young man who was the transfer from USC. I think his offense didn't do him justice, but I think that he's got the skill set and he can play in the slot or on the edge. He's a little undersized. but the
For
kid's an
sure.
outstanding route runner. I don't think that Georgia's offense really, and he's been rated on this system and a couple others, he's been rated really, really low. But hey, man, sometimes he reminds me of like Steve Smith, man. Those guys who play way bigger than their size. He's physical. He's a route runner. He's great after the catch. He's played at two big programs. Unfortunately, neither program really. Georgia's offense was so basic that it didn't like really like, especially when they had Beck. It just didn't feature him the way they were supposed to. I think that kid, that kid, he I think that kid's going to be well theoretically a sleeper. I don't want to call a kid a sleeper in the third round, but that kid's got major potential. So, I mean, if you want to go 6'4", who do you have in your? So you have
Let's
we
not
have
forget
starting two receivers, 6'2", 6'3",
and then
5'11", 6 foot. Our backups are about 5'10". We have two tight ends.
Skylar
So
Bell, the kid out of UConn, is another one who's a great route runner.
also like the kid Skylar Ball out of UConn. I think
Yep.
he's a baller.
Yeah, I do too. I think, and Ben seemed to like big wide receivers, tall wide receivers.
Yeah.
And this dude is a great route runner. What is he, 6'1", 6-ish?
Yeah, he's 6 foot even, 192.
Okay, so he's a little on the shorter side for Ben, but this dude is a pristine route runner, great yak.
Says he has a full route tree.
Yeah.
So the thing is with the receiver, though, at least this early, from what we're hearing, the Bears
They're
should be
about this.
running more
They're
12
about
personnel
the
this
same
year.
size. Him and Branch, those two guys are the same.
Well, 5'8" and
Size-wise.
6 feet are a big difference. That's like 6 and 6'4".
They were still top 10 in 12 personnel.
So I'm going to shy away from receiver here at this spot here. And
Okay, what do you want? What are you thinking, Commish?
Jacoby Lane, Antonio.
let's since the first cornerback that we drafted was supposed to be our safety.
That's good. You might
let's
just
go
go
ahead
back
and
to go to tackle again and just get Lee Hunter. Just get your depth of tackle. That'll give you.
So let's go ahead and get another cornerback.
You can wait for
that's
Malik
actually
Muhammad. I think he's the best corner
play
left,
corner.
like true corner that can play inside or outside. Of that list, even though they have him rated 87, he's better than I think he's better than all those guys there.
Which one?
I was saying, in my opinion, Malik Muhammad from that list of corners is the best one, even though he's rated 87. Last name excluding. I'm not being biased because we share a last name, but I just think watching him play at Texas, maybe a year would have helped him be a little higher. But I think he's the best corner on that list. I know that we're going by their metric on how they rate them, but I think the cornerbacks left, he's the best one on that system.
Okay.
And again, I think we have enough corners, but that's me.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and go there, and we'll go back to Sean at pick 89. You get to make this pick.
He's a true corner. He can get more. He could give more competition to Stevenson, although I also think
No, not this pick.
All right. So Sean here, pick 89.
Decline
you can either
it.
pick here,
Decline
it.
on 2027 draft.
And then, here we go. Houston's offering. We have to trade back further, though, at pick.
No.
Okay.
No, that's 17 picks. No.
All right. So
Thank you, gentlemen.
stay
no. Give me let me see DT. Who we got at D tackle?
Let's see. Defensive. Lee Hunter still there. And Grayson Holton. Let's see. Those are the top
Lee Hunter's
two.
still there.
Let me see. Pull up Lee Hunter's.
That's the best. You getting a steal. Lee
Pull
Hunter.
up his draft report.
Okay. 6'3", 318 pounds.
He's still there. Lee Hunter's.
Or
24 years old.
energize movement.
He's explosive.
Yeah,
Energize
absorb double
over.
teams.
He has the anchor but lacks the strength to absorb combo blocks and double teams.
No, he has the anchor and latch strength. He can do it.
Okay, my bad. Okay. His
Let's just grab him. Let's grab him because we need that defense short up, man. I can't be having people run on us, dude. That's I think he's going to benefit big time from Grady Jarrett, who's also coming back, gets to train this year and not rehab.
I like it. So get some more depth. That's definitely was our weak spot last year as far as on the defensive end. Coach Chef, on you here at 129 here. And what do you want to do? The next pick is until 239.
Definitely be an understatement. Both those guys would give us 8, 5. We signed 2. We have 3.
We're definitely loaded there. Grady Jarrett. Somebody may not be making the roster.
Just go to offense.
Okay. What position in particular? Receiver? Running back?
I mean, you got two free agent guys who are depth pieces. I mean, obviously, but that's the point. The point is competition. The 2 guys you signed are let's go receiver first and let's go to running back after. I think you need running back much later. Let's see what we get. Actually, go to receiver first.
Got Benson, Mekhi Fields, Kevin Coleman.
Fields, he's pretty good. Kevin Coleman, only downside about him is he didn't get in the end zone last year. Ooh, Malik Benson. Is he small though?
Benson, I think he's 6 foot.
Hudson.
6 foot even.
6 foot.
It's all about what they have positioned.
So if they say 6, we should be thinking 5'10", possibly 5'10".
Go to center.
Center.
I was just thinking that.
Go to
Logan Jones might not. You can't go wrong with Iowa. And
go to center.
And you got this. Whoever you draft is going to be a redshirt year because we already got our center for this year, so he can sit and learn.
Right.
Who do you feel comfortable with, Chef?
As long as they're not a tackle, so you're the interior. It's gonna be it. He's gonna definitely going to compete with the kid we got last year from Michigan State from Princeton. Princeton. I think he was at Princeton in Michigan State.
No, it's Holy Cross.
Probably the kid.
He went to Holy Cross.
Well, another Ivy League kid. Let's go with the kid Logan Jones from Iowa. Let me see.
Which one? I'm sorry.
Okay. The kid we just drafted from last year. Yeah, I was like, it was another Ivy adjacent.
Newman is the guy from Michigan State.
Let me look at the profile for Logan Jones. It'll probably be Logan Jones anyway.
For pro for Logan Jones, you want to look at?
I must be still lagging. Yeah. I'm talking about Newman. Yeah, when we drafted him last year, he logged some snaps at center. Yeah.
Dude, Remington Award winner. That's big. Zone blocking center.
I've been there. I'm not worried about the age. I think the age is overrated. Yeah. He does have sub 31 arms, but it's about leverage when you're a center. Zone blocking, we run zone. Yeah, I'm not concerned about the arm length at center. You're playing zone anyway, so you're blocking shades, not typically one-on-one until you get to run coverage. To pass coverage, but it's still about leverage when you're a center. He might not be a favorite of Ben Johnson, but let's just go ahead with Logan Jones.
All right. 239 is coming up next for us here. It's going to be a while. A lot of players go off the board here. So thank you, everybody, that's been tuning in the chat and been dropping in some comments. We really do appreciate it. The great Don Burr made his way in. Detroit versus everybody. Yeah,
back, baby.
That sounds about right.
My guy Jay Grizz in the comments. Jay Grizz is in the house.
Yep. Absolutely. Dante, thank you for checking in. The SuperBack is in the building. You're absolutely right.
Romadunze's dad.
my man Don Burr.
TTNL Runaway, thank you. He says, Sean, TTNL sucks. I agree with that. And Strolls in the building. Says, Commish, I noticed most of our Bears channels don't show player highlights. It's actually legal under fair use as long as you add some commentary and block the NFL NCAA logo if visible. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, I think enough time has passed in our pick. We're up on the clock next. 2:39 here. Let's see. Best player available here going.
Let me see. Go ahead and scroll down. Caldwell. You got it. They got any edges here? And I know this is a not really.
Edge. Let's not after best player available. Let's go ahead and take a look and see. Edge. When we look at edge, this is what's left here.
Yeah.
We look at linebacker, maybe.
Linebacker. Yeah.
Red Murdoch, Buffalo.
Let's look at his profile, see what he's talking about.
6'2", 232.
Okay.
All right. He's right on the football field. It's one reason why he became one of the most productive collegiate linebackers in recent memory. Murdoch's ability to impact the game is clear as early as high school, where he was able to help Hopewell High lead to a championship, state championship in Virginia. All right. Well, that all sounds promising.
Yeah, but he's got injury concerns. So, yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. See what's Xavier Sorry.
Arkansas
6'2", he's a
228.
He's a much lighter guy.
Yeah.
Man, there's
not.
Damn.
No, there's not. So not much information on him. I guess all these guys, to be fair, are going to be dart guys. You're throwing it at a dartboard.
Yeah.
So
I know this is going to be really weird.
Okay.
I know it's going to be really weird, but look at let me see tight end.
Okay. Anybody in particular here?
No one in particular. Let's see who we got. Let's start with Dan Villari.
Syracuse tight end. 6'4", 237. An intriguing sleeper in the 2026 draft class, dual threat QB in high school. He was originally a Wolverine, transferred to Syracuse, and then went from QB to tight end. More of a gadget player. Okay, behind Gadsden. All right.
No, at first he was a gadget player, but then you see that first time in the field as a gadget player and utility, but then he got in a starting role. The quarterback went down, so he was a little so that hurts your stats when your starting quarterback goes down.
Yeah, for sure.
Exciting rack potential, relative athletic score, vision, energetic leg turn.
He has an argument to be the best route running tight end in this class. He's explosive. All right. Flexible as an athlete. Elite hip sink.
Was he 6'3", you said? What was he, 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, he's up there. He's 6'4". We want to take a chance on him and snag him at tight end, or would you rather do receiver?
I do. Just because we use so many different tight end sets, multiple tight end sets. I think he's going to get stronger. By his first year, he might not be as great a blocker, but I think after a year or so in the offseason program, he'll be much better. And yeah.
Okay. Chef, my bad. I didn't realize you hopped out there. So we went ahead and got another tight end piece there. And
no, you're good. I was just trying to make sure I wasn't lagging anymore, so I had to reset my my system.
Router.
All good. Well, you're back in time for the last pick here at pick 241. Let's take a look here. Best player available.
Was a receiver taken?
A receiver was not taken. We took a
took a tight end
with their last pick. Receiver here is what we have.
Is the kid from John Carroll still there?
Yeah.
You're going last pick. We didn't draft a receiver, right?
No, we have not drafted a receiver at all this draft. So we're about to do so now. So who do you think? Romeo, was that Brinson? Eric
no, keep scrolling. No. You can scroll. I'm looking for the kid from John Carroll, unless he was taken already.
John Carroll. The school is John Carroll?
No, that means he was already gone. His name. Yeah, it's a Division III school. No, it's the Division III school. Go to running back.
Running back. All right. Chip's still there.
Levon Moss from A&M. Oh, I like that. Taylor. Just check the profile for the kid from Tech. The kid from not Tech, from A&M.
5'11", 203.
Yeah, Texas A&M.
5'11", 205. Yeah.
No,
you got a profile or just numbers?
Just numbers. Look at traits.
That's fine. Let me see his backs. Well, you already got a big back. Let me see his agility. He seems to be a quicker back. League, explosiveness, agility, twitch, balance. And why not go with another late round kid for at running back? To give us another speed guy or a guy who's got a little more go. The last pick, what do you have to lose on him making the squad anyway?
All right. So Moss.
Yeah.
All right. And that's that. So gave us overall a B-. So just to recap real quick, we got with the first pick at 25, no trade backs in this one either at all. Even though we were trying or entertaining it, we didn't pull the trigger on any trade backs. But Caden McDonald was our first pick at 25. Then we went with Keontae Scott at cornerback from Miami. And then another cornerback, Malik Muhammad at 60. Lee Hunter at 89, another defensive tackle. So we're definitely loaded at DTs. No DNs here at this draft this time. Center Logan Jones at 129, 239. We got a tight end. And Dan, how did you say that name? Vieira? Villari. And then Levant Moss. Le'Veon Moss. Thank you for the correction there.
Le'Veon Moss. What's funny is I kind of spearheaded the pick at pick 60, and it gave us a D-. I really, really, truly believe that. I mean, like I said, every system, generated system for these mock drafts are different. Malik Muhammad is a very underrated guy. The kid's got size. The kid can play zone. The kid can play man. He's played in the playoff. He played in the Texas played in the playoff the year before. He played really damn good in the playoffs. And he's played higher competition. I just think that he's based on this system, he's extremely underrated. I think that kid's going to go. He's going to go in the first 2 rounds. If not, he's going to go mid-round 3, and teams are going to get a player. I think he's got a lot of good tools. So, but you got
Yeah,
two
I think they got.
cornerbacks. One is a safety. Scott would be the safety. Malik would compete for that third, fourth corner.
Yeah, you still got Terrell Smith though, coming back from Minnesota. The kid who was hurt
Go
last
ahead.
year.
Yeah, you got Terrell Smith come back from an injury.
He's another big 6'2", 6'3".
Also got the kid from UTSA.
No, he has Zach Frazier. He's coming back, or he had a lot of the personal issues. He's another big, long,
Yep, he's coming back.
Tall and fast cornerback. So there's going to be a lot of competition out there because I don't know if they're happy with Tyreek Stevenson, but you got Jalen Johnson and Spidey locked up. So
yeah, very true, very true. Definitely, like I said, with the deep
always a
tackles that we
concern.
took in this draft, we're gonna have a lot.
I've seen people down on Jalen before one injury season, like, oh.
No, Jalen's legit. He's legit. He was hurt.
Most
He came back fast. And people went at him. I mean, I don't care how good you are. You always figure when someone's coming off an injury, let's go at him.
If you're hurt, yeah.
See where he's at.
You got to pick on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he gets us,
I think Jalen will come back stronger this year. Every year he's been.
Well, yeah, dude. Jalen, again, like we talked about earlier, like I've always said, like Jalen's going to train this offseason. He's not going to rehab. I remember, and he got hurt in one of the preseason games, the last preseason game, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And he was right. No, I'm sorry. He was right before the season started, before they had a return. Is when he messed up his groin, and so obviously everything that he'd been training for all offseason, he lost all that strength, explosion power, and then just to get back on the field, yeah, it was. Now he's going to have a full offseason to train. Dude, Jalen's going to be on a mission. Jalen's going after that first team All-Pro. Yeah, I'm not worried about that dude. Not worried about that dude at all.
Well, sure. No, especially with the coaches in place as well, and you still were able to keep Al Harris, and whatnot. So
that's big.
I expect him to come back to the and I expect him to come back to the Jalen Johnson that we are preview to, or expecting to see last season and whatnot. So the typical shutdown corner rarely gets thrown at, and that means it's a lot more opportunities for guys like you said, the rookie cornerbacks, and then Terrell Smith, Za Frazier, he gets his opportunity to show what he can do since he missed all of last season. So, but Sean, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We're pretty much, I know you have some things that you said you have to do as well. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you coming back to the clubhouse. And we ask you, of course, as always,
come back.
Come back here when you get a chance. Go ahead and give a shout out and let the clubhouse know where they can come and check you out if they want to.
Yeah, guys, you can check me out on Sports Zone Chicago's YouTube channel. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 Central Time. You can find me. I used to have one handle until these damn hackers got me. So I'm at Sean.Sierra2025 on Facebook. I'm at Sean Sierra 33 on X now.
Damn.
5-10 followers after I had thousands of followers before. So I'm rebuilding my Twitter account. So go to Sean Sierra 33. But on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, I'm at the Sean Sierra. And if you want to, we have tons of Sports Zone Chicago. You see the little quarter zip that I'm wearing. We got tons of Sports Zone Chicago gear. Just go to sportzonechicago.com. You can check out all the gear we have: hats, hoodies, T-shirts, bucket hats, whole bunch of cool stuff we got over at sportzonechicago.com. So that's where you can find me. You can find my shows. And man, guys, I appreciate the time. It was great meeting you a month and a half ago or so, or like 2 months ago, 2 months now. And it was great meeting you guys. And yeah, I'm just a text away, man. Just a text away. All right. Anytime you want me on, I'm here. Appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you, Sean. Like I said, it was a blast getting to meet up with you at the spring training game, the Sox game.
What's the weather like at home?
The only time you'll see me rooting for the Sox during that game, I felt completely out of place.
See, the weather right now is it's a little cooler today. It's high of 50. It was just 80 on Friday, but it's a high of 50 today. So.
Okay. You said you get out the pool. I was like, yeah, the pool. It must be nice at the crib.
No, see, that's the problem with you, Arizona mother hubbards. When you say pool, you think outdoor pool. You think outdoor pool.
Well,
When I first went out to Arizona, we're talking like before.
I was going to say, unless you have an indoor. Unless you have an indoor.
So like it was like 97, 98. My guy had just moved out there, and his brother was picking me up. They're both still enrolled at ASU. My buddy was on the 15-year plan, I guess, whatever. But anyway, his brother's like, "Oh, we're gonna go swimming when you get in." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we pull up on campus at Arizona State, and there's a small building. I'm like, "Where's the pool?" Because I didn't see a building big enough to have a pool in there. And he's like, "Oh, it's right there." And I'm looking. I'm like, "Dude, that looks like a small building with just a couple rooms, maybe a gymnasium, but nothing big." I'm like, "Bro," "there's a pool in there?" He's like, "No, dummy." He goes, we're swimming outside. It's 80 degrees. I'm like, "Duh." It was like 8 o'clock at night. He goes, "It's like 80 degrees right here, dude." He goes, "We're going swimming outside." I'm like, "Well, that makes sense." I said, "I'm from Chicago. We swim indoors until the summertime." So
right. No, 1,000% here. But here in Arizona, yeah, for sure. You don't need to worry about the pool getting too cold at night. It's still throughout the whole day when it's been 115, it's been cooking. So it's bath water still when it's 8 o'clock at night over here in Arizona. So
yeah.
But
crazy.
Sean, like I said, thank you so much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. Like I said, and people check him out. You'll see me in the chat here chatting it up with Sean and whatnot. So he interacts with the chat a lot, like we like to do here. So please go ahead and check him out during the weekdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 Central Time. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for being in the chat here and kicking it with us. We really do appreciate it. The draft is only a few days away. It's within a week this Thursday. So we're all going to be excited. And here on Tuesday, the guys are going to be chatting it up with us as well and talking about what we should or shouldn't be doing here this coming up Thursday at the draft here in the first round. So before I sign off, I want to give my co-host, Coach Chef, one last opportunity since we're dealing with some of the lagging issues here, one last opportunity to kind of say his final piece, and then we'll go ahead and sign off. Nope, all good? All right, with that being said, guys, thank you again for tuning in. Please hit us with that HBO special and help a brother out. Hit the like button, share it with other Chicago fans, because we know there's a big fan base. There's a lot of us out there. So please share this site with other Chicago fans as well. So remember, guys, be safe out there. Be good out there. But if you can't be good, damn it, at least be good at it.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.